This is the rumor mill. Before we jump into the rumor mill, it needs to be said that we are not going to be talking about all possible rumors that are associated with anything nerdy, because that would be impossible. I don't have access to all of those rumors, and honestly, a lot of those rumors really hold no water. So we're only going to be talking about the big ones, the ones that won't go away, or the ones that I find interesting, fun thought experiments, or something somewhere in between. So otherwise, if you have a rumor that you want to share with me, find me on the social medias. Just look for Generally Nerdy. My Nerdy Ninja is the guy, and that is where you will find me. So all of that being said, these are the rumors for today. Rumor mill is actually quite quick for this episode. First up is Secret Wars. We now have some pretty good indications that this is actually going to become a thing. It does still kind of remain to be seen if it's going to be a movie, which is what most people are assuming it's going to be, though there is that sliver of possibility this could be some sort of mini-series or even full-blown series on Disney+. But that's not the rumor. That's just me going, I feel like that's kind of the direction Disney's leaning these days. We do have Jim Shooter, who wrote the original Secret Wars back in the day, has been dropping some pretty heavy hints because of interactions he has had recently with Disney Marvel. All of the pay issues aside, there are reasons why Disney gets in contact with these original authors, and it's very interesting that it is this original author and not the second Secret Wars that we got just 2006, I believe, 2004 maybe. This is the one from like 88 is when the original Secret Wars happened. The Beyonder and whatnot and so forth. Anyway, so because of this source, because it comes pretty much straight from the horse's mouth, there is very little wiggle room that says this will not be happening. And there have actually been a number of rumors. We haven't necessarily covered all of them. We have covered the larger ones, though. We haven't that have been saying from very reputable sources that this is going to be the direction of things. So I cannot go lower than 50% because of all of these things, but also because Jim Shooter's involved, we're going to go, I'm putting this at 75%. We will be seeing live action Secret Wars. Honestly, that's me being super conservative with the percentage as well. So yeah. Our next rumor, I kind of hinted at it in the movie section, is Captain America 4. There is rumor now that we will be seeing Sebastian Stan make a return as Bucky Barnes. I mean, if they got Anthony Mackie, it was Falcon and the Winter Soldier on the TV series. Why would the Winter Soldier not be a part of Captain America 4, especially considering eventually the Winter Soldier becomes Captain America in the comic books? It just stands to reason this makes sense. So we're going to put this one pretty high too. I'm going to put this one a little bit lower than previously. We're going 70%. Can't go quite 3/4, but we were quite close. And then our final rumor is one that I put in here simply so we could shoot it down. Star Wars Finn is rumored to be a new series that is going to be replacing the Gina Carano series that we are apparently no longer going to get. Still, even though it seems that the relationship between Disney and Gina is a little bit on the mend, not 100%, but definitely making signs in a positive direction. The rumor says that because that show is no longer going to be happening, which we'll get to that, that they're going to get John Boyega to come back and play Finn for a series instead. No, they're not. So the Gina Carano series, the only one that we know for sure, is still happening because it was not strictly based on her character. She was the focus, but you can shift focus to a different character. You can actually assign all of the things from one character to the next if you have to fire or you happen to fire your lead. Long before you go into production, we already know this. Anyway, so we have pretty good reason to believe that the series that Gina Carano was supposed to be starring in is still happening. So that's one reason why they're not going to bring Finn in. The other reason is they're probably not going to bring back John Boyega for the character of Finn, at least not anytime soon, what with all of the crazy trash talk that he did out in the media about Disney because of the way they were portraying his character, because of the way they were treating him, and so on and so forth. It just does not strike me as something that Disney's going to do in the next few years. Maybe he will make a return as the character, much like we got Harrison Ford coming back as Han Solo years and years later. Maybe that will happen. Right now, not in the cards. Likelihood that we will be seeing a Finn series, I'm going to put that at about 20%. And that was the rumor mill once again, nerds. If you want to see the full episode, because this does come from a much larger episode, then you can follow the link in the description. The top link should take you to the episode, unless you're not on YouTube, in which case go to youtube.com/generallynerdy and you can do the thing and see the stuff and all of that jazz. And thank you very much, nerds. There's also a website, generallynerdy.net. Patreon.com/generallynerdy is the paywall that you can get behind, all of the things. I'm gonna go now. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.